This is the slot in my schedule that was going to be the most underrated cards of EX Emerald. But I ran into a problem when I was going back and evaluating all of the cards in this set. EX Emerald is kinda shit. Emerald did give us Metacham EX, Wally's Training, Scott, Battle Frontier, all cards that flipped the metagame on its head when Emerald released, but outside of those 4 cards, there really wasn't a single card I could pick out where I was like, oh yeah, that one's overlooked, or situationally that could be really good. Gardevoir was a one-of in Gardevoir decks. Swampert was a one-of in Swampert decks. That is appropriate and expected for those cards. They are accurately rated. But the real problem I have with this set is overall design. This set isn't really doing anything interesting. A lot of times I'll bring up cards in an underrated list just because they're cool or they do something that you don't see very often. This is a set that would even be boring to draft, and you'll see what I mean. Let's just start going through some cards here. Swellow here can deal 20 damage with one attack and 40 damage with its other attack. Swalot can deal 20 damage with one of its attacks and 40 damage with another attack, and yeah, you can tack some special conditions on there, it's still boring. Hariyama, yet another stage 1 that can deal 20 with one attack and 40 with a different attack. Camerupt, a stage 1 that can deal 20 with an attack and 40 with another attack. Manectric, stage 1, 20, 40. Grumpig, stage 1, 20, 40. Though I will give this one a little bit of a break because it had been a minute since we had a teleporting attack, and I like those teleporters. But also notice that every Pokemon I've mentioned so far except Swellow has had 80 HP. It's like they just went, okay, stage 1, 80 HP, 2040. Now they did mix it up a little bit. Other Grumpig has 70 HP and it has lower energy costs, but it's still just doing like 10 and then 40. It's still not interesting. Other Manectric, 70 HP, 10 and 40. Still pretty boring. 2 energy, 40 damage could be good if you just need to splash lightning into a deck to hit for a key weakness. Electrode, 2050. Okay. Alright, you little rebel. The Emerald set didn't even have a good Rayquaza in it. This card has beautiful artwork, it looks even better in person, but there is no chance that this thing gets to Dragon Dance into a Dragon Claw before it's knocked out. So what is the deal with EX Emerald? Why is this set structured this way, and why is it such a weird standout from what we've seen so far in the EX era? Well, I did some digging around, and it turns out there is a pretty good reason. It's because there is no Japanese equivalent of Emerald. Traditionally, English releases were a direct translation of a Japanese set or a combination of Japanese sets. Emerald was a combination of random cards from starter decks and promo packs that just hadn't been printed in English yet. That's why all the cards are underdesigned and cookie cutter and boring. It's because they're designed to help people learn how to play the game, not additions to an ever-expanding complex metagame. You're not going to put new game-busting mechanics into a starter deck or a gift set. So as a competitive set, yes, it's no good. There's some great art in here, despite the pack art looking like this. If I were to pick an underrated card for EX Emerald, it would probably be Dusclops EX. Not because I think it's a good card that should have seen more play, but it does stand out amongst a bunch of real bad EXs. For the simple fact that it places damage counters. That's it. And there's not really a limit on this. Like, you can stack 10 Psychic Energy on here and use Shadow Beam to just stack a bunch of damage counters, but it's only on the defending Pokemon. I think this would be so much better if you could just put those damage counters anywhere. It's got 2 key resistances, and if you have a Dusclops EX on your bench, it removes the weakness for a Dusclops EX in the active position. It's interesting, it's just not explosive enough to be as fragile as it is in a 2-prizer. Yeah, it's gonna be a short one today. Turns out there's just not a lot to underrate about Emerald because it's designed that way. A mishmash of simple cards that were never meant to be a set in the first place. Please let me know your thoughts on this set. Do you feel like any cards in this set are underrated? Or at the very least, tell me what your favorite cards are, some overlooked artworks. And make sure you tune in for the next video as we cap off the 2005 competitive season. Hope to see you there.